Summer is in full swing, and with that comes the joy of hosting more gatherings and events, which often means bigger grocery runs. With that in mind, our next guest will share some smart shopping tips for the season. Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union is here to help you make the most of your shopping trips and keep your budget in check. Let's welcome Nathan Calhoun, Calvine Pointe Branch Manager from Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union. Welcome to the show, Nathan.
Thank you very much.
Yes, okay, so summer, it's the season for those backyard barbecues, for pool parties, those get-togethers, always a lot of fun, but it's sometimes more frequent snack options that we need to consider. So what's your first tip for us on how we can cut back on these expenses when it comes to these larger get-togethers that we're putting on?
Yeah, I would say everybody loves those summer get-togethers, the backyard barbecues, but when you're hosting them, it's good to know that, hey, the prices can add up and it hits the budget. So a couple of things I'd recommend, let's say, the people are invited, they're coming over, they're on the way.
Yeah.
First thing you want to do for your menu is just to assess what you already have on hand. Go into the pantry, go to your refrigerator, figure out the ingredients that you can already use. This will make sure that you don't buy duplicate items down at the store. Yeah. It'll also ensure that you're using up the ingredients around the house before they go bad.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to want to make a list. Don't go to the grocery store without a list.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of this many times and ended up leaving this grocery store, forgetting one of the crucial items and having to make a second trip. The other thing the list does is make sure that you're not making impulse purchases when you're down there. Now that you got your list together, go ahead, start looking around, see if there's any sales or coupons available for any of the items that are on your list.
Yeah.
You can check the store websites, circulars, there's even apps out there dedicated to showing what coupons are available. This is a great way to cut your costs on some of your menu items. Another thing you can do while you're down there is just join the store's loyalty program. A lot of these let you earn points towards discounts on future purchases.
Yes, and we need those discounts at the grocery store.
Absolutely.
So take advantage of that. Go in with your list. And let's say we've got our list ready, we've got the coupons ready. What tips do you have for tackling shopping?
Okay, so I just mentioned that you should go out and find those sales, find those coupons. There's an inverse to that, though. When you're down there, be careful about that sale temptation. An item that you're walking through the aisles and you see it's going, buy 2 of these and you get the 3rd for free. It's a great deal, but if it's not on your list, you're just adding to the overall cost of your bill. Another thing you can look at is start looking at the store brands. A lot of these store brands offer a similar quality to their name brand counterparts, but save you by going with the store brand. And another thing that I would just point out, seasonal produce is generally your most affordable produce.
Okay.
And right now, over the summertime in California, we're so lucky because we have such a wide range of seasonal produce available. It's a great time to set your menu up around the fruits and veggies, just produce in general that's available to us, and look to actually create a lot more vegetable fruit dishes to lower back some of the costs that are involved in buying all that meat that usually go into these backyard barbecues. Speaking of meat, one other thing I'd recommend, buy in bulk. It sounds intuitive to what we're talking about here, but buying in bulk for meat, it freezes great. So if you have room in your freezer, you go back, you portion it all out, freeze what you're not going to use, thaw it out for future meals. Now you're saving price per meal.
Yeah, especially when there's those discounts on meat as well, too. We've got to take advantage. Okay, so we've been talking about it. There's no denying hosting a summer barbecue. It can put a strain on our wallet. So, but we don't want to miss out on the fun in throwing those get-togethers. So any solutions for that, Nathan?
One of the things that I think about getting together with friends is how can everybody contribute? One thing that's becoming a little bit more the norm in summer barbecues and backyard get-togethers is just making it a potluck. Allow your friends to come over, bring a dish, whether it be an appetizer, an entree, maybe just some meat thrown on the grill. This really helps share in the overall impact or cost, make you a little less hesitant to also invite everybody over, right? Knowing that you're not going to take the hit all by yourself. Another thing people are doing is adding what they call like a BYOC, bring your own cooler.
Yeah.
A lot of backyard barbecues are going to involve a refreshing beverage, maybe a alcoholic beverage, beer or wine. These can really add up too in price. Asking your friends to bring their own beverages with them will allow them to enjoy their favorite beverage, but also share in the cost for everybody.
Yeah, I like that. A potluck always makes things a little bit easier. My biggest fear as a hostess is, will everyone like everything I'm making? But if everyone's bringing something, they usually are going to bring something they like. So it's a win-win situation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nathan, thank you for these helpful tips.
Thank you so much. I hope the tips help everybody over the summer and their get-togethers. And for any other tips, you can check out our website at schoolsfirstfcu.org.
There we go, from Nathan himself. And you can visit one of the many Schoolsfirst Federal Credit Union branch locations as seen on the screen, and find more online by going to schoolsfirstfcu.org.